Hello and welcome to Tales Across Time and Space. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by Jane, ESP.
Hi, I'm Jane ESP, and I'm going to be playing as Janox the Winksmith.
I'm also joined by Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty. I'm playing Soho the Chosen One.
What the hell was that voice?
Sorry.
I can also barely understand his name there, but yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
It wasn't like I couldn't understand you. It was just like your cadence was like, what?
Surfer dude, very surfer dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but I did it. So
I was feeling like, am I at an auction here? It just had that feel to me, but I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm also joined by my fiance here, Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystalline Kitsune, and I am going to be playing Lara the Mystic.
And lastly, we are joined from the realms of sleep by Zeistund.
Hello, I'm Zeiston, and I'm playing Zeiston the discarded, and I am...
And now he's going back to bed.
Obviously what he was doing was getting prepared because he was in the sleeping realm. So he was obviously getting himself ready for the game. Good job, Dustin. Very good preparatory
You did a
work.
very good job.
Today
we thought we were going to Agrabah, but instead we're going to go to the Dream Realm for another 3 or 4 sessions, and
Oh.
yeah,
it's all just mental training. There you go.
mm-hmm.
Today we're playing Interstitial Logos. In case you haven't been in case this is your first episode, first a quick update. Starting today, I am going to be, during the course of this lockdown and the schedule, I'm going to be moving the all derped up live stream to running at some point in the afternoon before this game. So the exact time will depend on what's going on, but that's where it's going to be tentatively for until our situations change. So I think that's about the only bit of news and updates I need to deliver. So with that out of the way, last time you finally No, it was 2 weeks ago when you first fought the Heartless. Right, yes, you had
Last time we just broke into the throne room.
Yep, throne room. Thank you. I was
Wait,
trying
we
to
broke into the throne. Oh, the other throne room.
the throne room of King
I was
Stefan?
gonna say we hadn't landed yet.
Yeah, no. We're talking about what happened in the Feymores.
Oh yes. My brain's a couple
It's
steps
been
ahead.
2 weeks since we landed, and 1 week since we fought the Heartless.
Yep. So you got into the throne room. You saw there that King Stefan was in a suit of armor, and Maleficent was fighting Maleficent in what looked like a medieval fight club.
Woo!
Zeiston decided to play Jax with everyone, including Maleficent, unfortunately, and just kind of pinned them all down. There was shrapnel at some point that killed King Stefan, but instead of dying because of all the darkness in his heart, he turned into a massive Iron Crown Heartless, which you proceeded to beat.
Like Gothel.
Yeah, Gothel or Hans in 3.
Yeah.
Or Jafar.
Jafar didn't really
Clayton.
Well, none of them actually turned. Jafar and Clayton didn't actually turn into Heartless proper.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
That's true, I guess.
It was more Hans and Gothel, technically.
Yeah.
Were killed and resurrected.
There's also Wicked Stepmother.
Oh yeah.
That was unversed, so that's its own weird thing.
Anyway, off topic.
Yeah.
It's on topic. It's Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's a little too deep of a dive there, though. But yes.
Aha.
Dream job distance, if you would.
But the creature was finally struck down after Genox decided to burninate the thing, which actually broke a light link with Zeistund, because it was just a little bit like maniacal, I guess. At least very emotional it seemed a little too emotional for a nobody, at least. But that didn't quite finish off. Instead, it was the falling cabinet knocked down by a small, fluffy blue alien.
Mica Mama Quista.
Who
Wuhan Mama Cool Star.
You got the laugh.
That was a good laugh.
Yeah, you got the laugh. I will give you that. But the alien was captured by Laura, I think.
Not really captured by me.
You just picked it. Well,
I adopted him. I adopt animals. That is what I do.
Yes, you. Either way, you got a hold of Stitch. Janux did some memory voodoo on Stitch that resulted in Stitch having the ability to speak French and nothing else.
And that's why we're friends, because I speak French. Not really. But
God
Laura
help us
speaks
if
French.
we ever play Pokemon.
Nani?
Nani?
Just because she randomly adopts animals, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, Pokemon is not considered a Disney World.
We can still speak of it.
Yes, but we're talking about Laura, so...
Laura.
Laura.
Lara.
Sorry.
Lara. There's no
La.
Is Tomb Raider owned by Disney yet?
No, that's owned by Square. But it is owned by Square Enix.
you. Yes.
Ooh.
So it's actually still in fair play. I'm not actually going that way though.
Good. That would get confusing.
But yes, you got back to the ship. You got a redacted report saying some stuff about if he's keeping himself hidden, but if you follow the steps, you'll unlock the truth about the prophecies of light. Other stuff. I posted it on the Discord, so it's there for you to reread. I'm not going to reread it here. Stitch pointed you to 2 other worlds, which, it's... I guess if I'm calling him Stitch and he's responding to Stitch, this must take place after his adventures in whatever live-action Leo and Stitch movie happened. Because otherwise he'd be Experiment 626.
True. I mean, I don't know if we've actually referred to him as Stitch in character yet. We're just at a meta level calling him Stitch because we know.
It's less syllables.
I mean, technically, my character might know who he is from backstory, but otherwise,
I don't actually think we ever got his name.
What is?
we
I've been
just
calling
kind
him,
of
like-
called him Blue Waffle and stuff.
Yeah.
Just curious. I'm going to quickly.
I mean, depending on the time frames when that happening.
He says his name is Point, which is apparently Stitch for French. Or French for Stitch.
Stitch for French.
You know what? That's a solid name. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, anyway, it's...
Stitch for French.
Shut up.
So what is Stitch for French?
Look, he has a long tongue and he's willing to use it.
To lick me?
No, Stitch for French.
Hey, Stitch
Is he gonna French kiss me?
That weird alien.
If you keep pushing on Stitch for French, yes.
Oh dear.
Regardless, okay.
Zeiston, what are you gonna do about that?
Is Stitch doing dirty things to you?
Okay, all right. Let's simmer down here. Let's simmer this down.
God dang it.
We're still in the recap here. We're still in the recap.
Fun.
We're still in the recap.
So
he showed you.
We decided of the 2 choices that we saw, we thought the area of sand was far more appealing for an expedition.
Then
take a break from,
Then a secluded castle in the woods.
which we kind of just been at. So, just a little change of pace there.
Yeah.
God, I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, gets everywhere.
Thank you, Anakin Skywalker.
Desert used to be ocean, so that's
Just
also
all I'm saying
disconcerting.
is, if she didn't say it, I was going to say it like 1 second later.
Oh, totally. I was also plotting and some way of fitting that in.
But yeah, so I believe that's all. So we're going to just skip ahead here to when you land on this new world. It's a whole new world.
The whole new world. Dazzling place.
A new
I
fantastic
never
point of view?
knew.
Yeah. But anyways, you find yourself walking through looks like a Middle Eastern market.
Oh, so where do we land our ship? I assume we landed like right on the outskirts of the city.
I'm going. We discussed this in the last one. I just figure you get beamed down.
Oh, we're doing the beam down. Okay,
Yeah.
That's what the save points are apparently.
Yeah, that's what I've interpreted the same points as. So it's just points where
Which that makes sense because in 3 you can just use them to teleport.
Yeah, and you can do it from the map.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying, what I interpret those save points are, those are just places where the walls are thin in the world that you can kind of pierce through. So like, if you rammed with a gummy ship, you're gonna cause more problems. So it's just easier to just park it outside in orbit and then beam down.
Mhm.
This is my interpretation of Kingdom Hearts physics.
No.
Join us next
I can
week
see
for
that logic.
more.
It makes sense.
So yeah, you just find yourselves
Walking through
Alright.
the bazaar.
Yes, Sohoy is extremely
And you're a cat.
excited
I'm not surprised
and
you
looking at everything.
From outside.
I've assumed like there's just calls out of like what they're selling, and Sohoy's just running over and immediately checking the back.
Yes.
Dates! We got dates! Get your plums, your sweet sugary plums from a distant land. Lanterns! They got lanterns! So many lanterns!
I am looking at all of the exciting things. All of them.
Zyston is pickpocketing in all the places.
As many as he can. And at this point, like Janox is probably like definitely has his cloak open because at this point, this is freaking desert. It's hot. That black leather does not work well.
I mean the problem with your cloak, the problem with your cloak is this black leather, not that you have a cloak on.
Yeah, because if you're wearing
But this is definitely a little dressing down here.
So one could argue if your magical powers command light, I think you can deflect. You can form a lens umbrella that kind of diffuses the light around you.
That's right. It just looks weird because everybody staring at you thinks things are darker around you. Only a little weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't.
I'm not gonna waste my energy on that. That seems superfluous.
I'm just going to be honest here. Like, I'm not going to have people notice that much just because of the fact that everyone seems to think a talking dog and duck is perfectly normal. That is the bar of weirdness you have to pass for people to start noticing stuff, okay?
Exactly. In this case, it's not about being weird. It's about, oh, well, my character, it is hot. So he's in a desert. He's probably not all bundled up in his orc cloak like normal. He's probably actually a lot more dressed down in this situation. It's like, this is so warm out here.
I think like Lara is like noticing Zeist pickpocketing and just like picks him up with one arm and just walks off carrying him. Like Ren did with Nora in Ruby. In the Thunder Thigh scene.
Zyson's gonna say, I guess we're going on a date.
God damn it.
Oh god.
I've been waiting to make that pun all day.
Wonderful.
All day?
You're on fire. Being freshly awakened. Doing solid jokes.
I was tempted to pull out an apple just because of the Pirates of the Caribbean thing, but then he mentioned dates, so I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna pop the date in his mouth.
Have only my cheesiest puns. That's the only thing that's right for you, is the cheesiest ones.
Hey, you know what they say about cheese and crackers?
They go
Also,
with
by the way,
wine.
I assume Artemis is inside of Lara's cap,
Archimedes?
but did we decide?
Artemis?
Are we
Who's
keeping
Artemis?
Stitch with us?
To be fair, there is the owl. Well, no, that's Athena. Never mind. There's no owl association. Archimedes, you
Well,
mean?
sorry, Archimedes. Sorry.
I got mythology mixed up.
I don't watch that movie enough. Okay.
Yes,
Well,
Archimedes.
where's Stitch doing this? I assume we decided to bring him with us. So is Laura at the same time? Like
He's in my
holding
other
on to Stitch?
arm. He's in my other arm.
No, I think Stitch is kind of hanging off
Stitch
your.
is on my
and then
shoulder,
you're,
yeah.
Nobody.
As like
Laura the
Archimedes
Pokemon trainer,
is
gonna get
going to
more triggers.
eventually like come out of the bag and be like on my head and be like, "You stole my spot."
As Laura is giving you a scolding look, you see Stitch leaning around her head, smile, but instead of actually seeing teeth, you just see a row of apples that Stitch stole in his mouth instead of the teeth. So it's just mouthful of
Busted
apples, and
boards
then just
like Stitch.
Trying to outsteal me, eh?
oh. But yeah, so as you kind of like look around in the market here, Stitch is also just kind of keeping an eye out for anything that might look like it's a part of his ship. You hear a procession.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, it's actually more of the beat that leads it. I hope Content ID doesn't apply to hummed along versions.
I don't think so.
Huh? You know, this would sound better if it was a bit faster.
So what do you do?
And there's a parade going on over.
Yeah, you hear it
And the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is standing up top.
with a giant hat.
Giant hat.
Keep in mind, I have not watched the live action version of this
That's
at
fine.
all. So
That's fine.
It's not going to
I
spoil
get to
you
play
at all.
to my character.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a pretty understandable story. I assume it's minor enough stuff in the first place that it
Yeah.
differences, So
Yeah, no, you're hearing a whole song about this Prince Ali.
Prince Ali.
Huh?
That sounds like a girl's name. Are we sure it's
this
not
is the-
Princess Ali? I mean, looking at I look at like all these muscular men probably like hoisting around doing things. And like, I mean, it would explain the entourage.
Laura is just at this point just like fed up. Like she's just like
To be fair, remember, in Kingdom Hearts, the Prince Ali thing never happened.
No, it's more annoyance of this is some sort of prince who is completely and totally full of himself, whether it
Okay.
happened or not.
Yeah, I just want to point that out because, yes, some of you can be knowledgeable of Agrippa Prime, but the Ali stuff specifically did not happen in that.
No, she's more like, who the hell does he think he is? Like, not knowing who it actually is.
Keep that in mind. That as long
I'm
as we
sorry,
don't, we
I'm
don't take
I'm
our
sorry.
knowledge of all the traditional Disney stories and use it in every single situation. Got to
Yeah,
play to our characters and what makes sense
yeah,
for their
Yes.
story about which worlds we might know something about.
yeah.
Right.
And
This
even
is
then,
more
keep
just
it
a pure
minor.
annoyance of a man who is full of himself.
Oh, I am excited. I'm watching the heck out of an amazing parade with all of the amazing stuff.
I'm also mumbling something about
There's freaking
cruelty to
magic,
elephants.
Dude, that ought to be really cool for Sohoy.
Yeah, eventually you see what everyone assumes is the prince. He's running on a giant elephant with a small hat for some reason.
Aw, darn it is a prince.
I have
And
a
he's
strong
throwing the name of
desire
Ali.
to
I thought
free
it
the
might have
elephant.
You also hear at this point, Generous, around this is the point where Generous, Ababwa, he throws a bunch of coins out into the crowd. Does Sahoy go for some of the coins, or does Zeistund?
Zeistun's on a very short
Yeah,
leash
I think
right
probably
now.
gonna go for some of the coins. Like,
So yeah, if he can grab one, he grabs one.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't go doggedly after it, but if he can grab one out of the air, he.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'll see if I can snag one out. I'll even hold out my hand to try to snag
yeah,
one out.
you just all of you just kind of yeah, it's not hard. He's literally chunking handfuls of gold coins to the crowd.
I'm only grabbing one because I'm kind of going to inspect it to see, like, is this even real gold or
Well,
stuff like that. Making sure it's not like
Well, I'll say
I mean,
first off.
probably no, it could be like chocolate gold or something like that,
No,
or
it looks
whatever.
to be like some like real gold. Like it doesn't look like a super high purity kind of. I'm giving you this mostly because Zeistund is a pirate and he knows his gold.
Yeah.
By
He
the
would
way, is
know
gold
it's gold.
gold's not magnetism metal, right?
It's not, but I'm going to assume you're going by. I would assume most heartless aren't actually magnetic either, and the magnet spell pulls
Nice.
them in just fine.
All right,
So-
then I'm gonna subtly just use magnet to draw all the money to where.
Because you're being
So, like,
contained.
You're literally gonna summon magnet as a spell and like suck
On
the
a
coins
ma-
away from all these
On
other
a
people?
macro scale, it is both physically and magnetically inert, but on a nano scale, it is magnetic.
As I'm like just shooting Zeiston a look like,
Okay.
really?
But because this is going to be interesting if it goes very, very wrong, I'm going to have you roll to cast magic on this one.
Yeah, let's see if Dustin, sucks up just the coins.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah.
So roll
Dustin.
plus mastery.
I think mastery is my dump stat, so
Oh boy. Well, that just means you have a higher chance to gain experience.
10.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna say this. We're gonna skip what the normal effects is. And you do it like, I'm just gonna say you do it. Yeah, you do it with no
Dustin just
consequences.
pops a small magnet ball and pulls like all the money from these poor kids.
Yes, you have
orphans,
stolen
and
from
other
from
people.
street rats and orphans.
Good.
And Lara is looking at him angrily.
And because you're, Anyway, it's fine. So with that roll though, I'm gonna say, you kind of look at the coins and like the metal purity is definitely legit. So that's honestly like it's not like pure gold, like it's like a watered down gold alloy. So it's not like expensive gold, but it's still gold. So it still has value in what looks like this pre-currency era. But on one side, like one side looks like a standard coin. The other side, that guy in that big hat that was leading the procession.
His face is on it, isn't it?
Yes, it totally is.
Wait a minute. So this is real This is real value, but it's not printed right.
It's Alibaba coin. Or
Yeah,
not
like you
Alibaba
would
coin,
expect to
it's-
see like maybe the prints on it, but it is totally the guy in front of it. Like that's weird.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder if he's a important person.
King.
But then why is he leading the procession? It's just like the princes like him enough to put his
Chief entertainer.
Maybe
He's
they're
obviously the bard.
maybe
makes
they're
sense.
commemorative coins, and he just decided to put the performer on them for make them collectibles.
Hey, it's not bad. It's not like these coins are worth that much.
I mean, for the people on the street, that's probably like a good week's
Dustin
worth of
says
food.
This is probably several orphans also glaring at him really dirtily for stealing the money.
Unfortunately, because he rolled so well, I'm going to say they don't actually follow the trail right now. He's getting away scot-clean on that one.
They're just really confused.
But yeah, no.
You're talking to someone without emotions. Haha.
Aha!
You can't guilt trip me. I have no conscience.
It's not how that works.
Okay. Be careful. There are crickets around. You might find yourself with one.
Hey.
To be fair, I don't think he was
So yes,
that just of a person even when he had a heart because pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But so
The procession, I assume, continues with the song going on.
yeah, no. Eventually, you see it going up towards the palace there. So what do you do?
Huh.
so-
There'll be excellent things to steal at that palace.
Lara just
Oh.
gives him this
I'm
bit.
gonna, point
Like
to-
Lara
I'm
just
gonna
looks at him and is just
probably
like,
look over it.
no. We are
No,
not
Come
stealing.
on, man. You literally got a bunch of coin there. we should try and at least start by trying to see if this street has any of the parts for our friend's ship over there. By the way, I look at the little small blue guy and we're like, what do we call you, by the way?
You hear in your, he says point, but you know that as the
Lara knows.
what the
Lara
French word-
says translates to Stitch.
Itch?
Stitch!
Oh,
All right,
That's a
blue
to
rodent.
kill your word. but
Be
okay, if
nice.
That's what you want to be called, little.
All right, he says with an eye roll. Stitch.
All right,
Stitchy.
let's see if we can find parts from your ship if there's any left in this bazaar.
Patchwork.
This
There we go.
bizarre.
How
you
bizarre.
see
All right,
Stitch
how
take one of his. You see Stitch take one of his hands and does the points at their eyes, points to you, points to the eyes, points to you. Then just does
Who?
at Zeistund after the patchwork line.
License is gonna stick out his tongue.
He
What?
sticks out his longer.
Why'd you touch my dice?
I fiddle with things, okay? I always do.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Hey, look, guys, we don't have to get anything. Let's help find his ship parts. After all, I don't think pointing at like the vast bazaar. I don't think it should be too hard to find them if they're here. Whatever
I'm
it is,
sure
doesn't
no
belong
one's
here.
selling them or anything.
as you guys are kind of looking around the bazaar, a little Laura, you see a little like what looks like a street urchin girl
Yeah.
running by with a loaf of bread clutched close to her chest, and then you see some guard-looking fellows chasing after her. What
Yeah.
do you do?
Time to attack the guards.
So are you just like describe what you do?
You
go with some
are not
magic.
An officer of law and order. I get it. No.
Let's use some magic.
I'm a little
Oh, they're also
surprised.
shouting,
I mean,
"Halt,
Laura must have a
thief."
heart.
Huh?
She's
They're also
not
shouting,
completely
"Halt,
lawful.
Oh, I mean, I'm just teasing.
Okay, sorry, I can't hear you over everyone else.
Sorry, the guards are shouting, "Halt, thief!"
Okay.
So just giving you that detail. So
I think the thing is, I'm noticing that it is a little girl who's stealing it, and like it's a little girl. She's stealing a loaf of bread, so she's probably homeless, probably hungry,
probably not named Jean Valjean.
probably not named Jean Valjean. Yes, Les Mis is not owned by Disney, dummy.
I know.
And
I said probably
Well,
not.
that's why it's probably not named it.
yes,
Also, this is a little girl, not a 20-year-old man.
you know,
I just
so
want this
I'm
out
I'm
of
gonna
face
go on
of
the side of the
Hugh Jack-
girl. So I am going to attack the guards.
Okay, so you're like, what are you attacking them with?
Water,
Okay, you're using
like a big wave water magic.
Okay. So are you striking to subdue or
Subdue.
Okay.
Yeah.
so roll plus
Be back in a second.
mastery.
So I need to check to see what my mastery is.
Mastery should be your good stat.
I just need to double check, babe.
Yep, I know. I'm just letting you know
There
that.
we go. My mastery is +2. Five. Six,
What?
7. 7.
Okay, so you get a mixed success. So you get to choose one from the list. So let me get the list up here for you. All right, defend from harm. Strike to subdue. When you try to fight another without causing harm, roll with mastery. On a 7 to 9, choose one. Take something from them. Force a change of location. De-escalate the situation.
De-escalate the situation.
Okay. So, all right. So you're saying you're casting like water magic, right?
Yeah. It's like a giant wave.
In the middle of a desert.
In
So,
the middle of a desert. Why do you think I picked water? Because it's in the middle of a desert.
all right, yeah. So, a quick cast of water at them, and you just gotta you they see
It's just
the.
more of a splash in the face, basically.
I wouldn't say that. The water is still a significant splash. They kind of start skid to the halt, trying to turn around before the push of water overtakes them, and they slide off into the distance, leaving the. And they kind of end up just kind of sliding across the muddy ground, like they were just washed ashore, kind of thing, and spread around there. So they seem to be dealt with for the moment. So
too bad. I would have aimed for the manure cart.
Yes, you look over there. There's a manure cart. There's also a cabbage merchant who seems to be very, very relieved for some reason. Hey, I can make references.
What's that a reference to?
Cabbage merchant who looks relieved that he didn't get his stall destroyed.
Oh yeah.
My cabbages.
Yes.
There.
God, I didn't admit that, Laura.
Yeah. So now, what do you do?
So the question is, as they washed the guard away, where is the little girl ended up?
You see, if
You said Laura noticed her, but do the rest?
Yeah,
of us
I think
have?
once Laura casts a wave of water, you kind of see what happen. It just out of the group, I think Laura was the one to most likely react to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you see her kind of cowering between two of the stalls in the shadow. They look like empty stalls. So.
I think I'm gonna kind of rush to her side to protect her.
She kind of pulls away from you, clutching the loaf of bread like you're going to take it.
No, noticing
it doesn't help that Stitch is drooling right now.
He's probably looking pretty hungry too. I'm gonna probably notice the loaf of bread in her arms, and I'm gonna turn to Zeiston and be like, "Hey, Zeiston, you got anything that would go good with that bread over there?"
No, but I have this sack of coins that she could probably buy something. Everyone went robot-y there.
I heard that too for a moment.
What?
I think someone said something, but I just heard robots.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was just laughter
That's
on my
the
end.
last thing was response, yeah. Zeiston's response that he has some coins.
Yeah, I said,
That could
well,
also
I don't have
help.
anything, but I have this bag of coins that would go good with things.
Yeah, there was just laughter after that. There wasn't anything you missed.
Okay.
Nothing we missed, but yes. The response.
So
I'll kind of turn and go, well, would be probably, would be nice of like a little bit of me winces a little bit and go to, maybe give her a little bit to help out. I mean, just bread, that's not a very exciting meal.
Now let's see. I stole this date.
You stole this date.
I just picture you like Laura sitting at a restaurant. A person's about to come in, and suddenly Zeisen comes in, cold clocks the guy, and sits down. Not because
that could be very well within his character for all this.
Not because he's trying to because he's jealous or anything. He's just stealing the date.
Because it's something to steal.
Let's see here. Zeisel's gonna make a chain kind of slither across and take cabbage.
You're stealing a cabbage.
You have a cabbage.
Yes. I will present the cabbage to the little girl. Let's see.
She looks at you kind of just like, what? Kind of like she's not speaking. She just gives you that look like, wait, what? What are you doing? Like, this kind of gesture seems a little alien to her.
And Stitch is there.
Stitch is there drooling.
A little alien.
Gonna, walk over next to Laura, and I'm probably gonna gently take my hand and close his mouth.
I just picture you go under the chin and push the mouth shut.
Quiet. This is called being.
He kind of rolls on the back.
Well, if you're
Like,
hungry, we'll get you something to eat too, buddy.
one of his upper pair of arms are still holding onto your shoulders, but he's turning it around to look at Janox with his other pair of arms crossed and looking at you.
Look, we'll get you something to eat too, buddy. If you're that hungry, I'll find you something to eat, okay?
So Zyson says, "Go on, take it."
She kind of cautiously did, and then quick snatches it.
And Lara, feeling bad at the fact that they just stole a cabbage, just hands some money to the cabbage seller.
Yes, because money.
She has regular money. She
Yeah.
lives in a castle, so she's got regular money.
Yeah, whatever currency.
And I assume we also have a little bit of funds as well.
Yeah, no fancy ass gold, but
Yeah, like
No, we have the universal money.
yeah.
Yeah, money. Yeah. So I also, as Laura goes to pay for this cabbage, I'm also going to go over and ask Stitch as me. I'm going to be like, would you like one of these?
no.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay, we'll find something else.
I'm
All
trying
right,
to
I'll
remember
get you
the French
something to
word
eat,
for
little
no.
man.
I like how Stitch has kind of become the Abu of your group.
Yes.
Well, to be fair. But yeah. So at this point, in seeing Stitch being hungry, I will be looking around not only for spaceship parts, but to find other little things that maybe Stitch is hungry for, especially bread, since that seemed to be what he was hungry for a minute ago.
Yeah.
He's some kind of dog. But do we have any dog food?
The little girl does eventually slip away. Laura, as you're paying off the cabbage merchant for the stolen cabbage, you're feeling a tap on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You look to see a man in a kind of a disguising cloak. It does not look like an organization disguising cloak. It looks like he looks native.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly turn around.
So yeah, like you see what I described.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Might I have a word with you?
Yes.
I am a servant of the Sultan. And if you forgive my presumption here, you seem to be a powerful sorceress visiting our kingdom.
Kind of?
Well, I am certain
Kind of.
I am, but I feel a little kind of they know who I am. They noticed me. This is not good. The king's gonna kill me.
You're breaking the world border.
I'm breaking the order of the table here.
But yeah, basically, we
Gotta protect the world border.
the
Oh, that's actually a pretty good Goofy.
yeah, no, seriously, that was a little whoa. But it's I've been told by multiple of our guards that you conjured water from nothingness. And I'm sure and that you have a strange creature kept under your beck and call. I am certain the Sultan would love to speak to you. I will point out you did roll a 7 to 9, but I didn't deal you harm, but I decided to leave the situation complicated in other directions.
Oh, I like this. This is fun.
Yes, we are a traveling circus group. I say with a bow.
A band of all sorts of performers. Unfortunately, not as impressive as that Prince Ali fellow, I assume.
Yes, well, he is one of many suitors to the princess. And I am certain he will end up no different than the rest. But I assure you, I have the ear of the Sultan himself. And I am positive he would love to meet you.
Hmm.
Let's go meet the
I'm
Sultan.
not sure how you managed to cut that off.
What?
I mean, if the Sultan himself would love to see us humble people, I'm going to at this point give a polite little bow. Well then, who can we deny such a request? Sohoy, are you okay over there?
Yeah, Sohoy has been actually probably distracted this whole time.
I just
looking
picture him
around.
just looking at like a shiny
Yes,
bauble or
yes.
something.
Well, I mean, is the parade gone?
Yeah, it kind of went all. It kind of passed forward onto the to the palace itself.
Right. He's probably wandering. Even he has probably completely lost everyone else and does not exactly know where he is.
Okay.
Okay, we're at
And so
the
we're just
lost
like,
kid in the
Sohoy?
mall.
Sohoy?
Yes.
Sohoy?
Yes.
Where'd he go?
Did you-
Great. Meet you
Did
at
you
the
lose?
palace.
Perhaps
or
did you lose
if
one
you
of
want,
your?
you're welcome to
It seems
follow
like
us
you
if
have
you
lost
wanna
one of
serve us
your entourage.
Yes.
Yeah, he's never been to this town before. I assume he's getting quite lost in your.
Well,
He's
I-
never been anywhere before.
I see. Do not worry. I'm sorry. I am at a loss of what to call you. Do you have a title, or perhaps a name I should refer to you as?
I'm just like, I do have a title. Like thinking like I have a
Laura the
legit
Powerful.
The magnificent Laura.
Dame, actually. Dame Laura.
Very well, Dame Laura.
Fine.
I will have some of the guards keep an eye out for this thing. This ward of yours, is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, great.
Don't worry.
He is my
Hey,
son. Don't touch me and my son ever again.
Okay. I'm gonna look at your link here.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to change your link to Sohoy from light to mastery in this moment?
Yes.
All right. Roll plus mastery.
Great.
I am a mama.
You are claiming him.
2!
Oh!
Damn! I got a 2!
Does that mean it doesn't change or that something bad? Oh, I need to open up this sheet.
Somehow, Sohoy is your master.
Let's see. Hold on.
God.
I forget what making it does.
Your mastery, I do a +2, so it's a 4 at least.
Yes. Unless you want to spend another one of your links to re-roll that. One of those dice.
Yes, please.
Do you want
on,
to
let's
just
see.
spend one of your locked links?
Yeah.
Did you have locked link with locked dark link with Zeistend or a locked mastery link with Archimedes? I think the Archimedes makes sense
Yeah.
because
So I can
It's-
spend that locked link.
yeah, and just re-roll one of the ones there. Because it's basically you're drawing a
4.
plus 2.
4, 5, and 7.
Okay. All right, I gotta look at the make a link move because
That was bad!
make a link. Oh, and you also get +1 to this roll because it's your highest stat.
Oh, yay. So that means I have another +1, basically?
Yep. And this actually locks the
On a
link.
okay. Yeah. Locking the link on a miss, it doesn't change, or the GM changes themselves. Okay.
So first off, I'm going
What's your? All right. What's your total now then?
So 8.
So what's going to
Okay.
happen?
The link type changes. Doesn't lock it though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the on page 5.
Page 5.
Yeah, up at the top, it talks about locking a link. When a link is changed in their character, roll make a link again. On 7 to 9, the link type changes, and on 10 plus, it is locked. On a miss, it doesn't change, or the GM changes it themselves.
Okay.
So she does get to change the link,
Yes, she
That's
gets to change
all
the
it
link
does.
like she wanted.
It's just
but that's
not
all
locked.
that happens. Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yep. It's up there, and next time you roll a 10+ on your mastery, your Archimedes link will refresh.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're, and please, I am the vizier to the Sultan. Call me Jafar.
Like all of a sudden, I just kind of like am just suddenly like inwardly, I'm like, oh shit!
Oh boy.
Meanwhile,
Would your character know who Jafar
Yes.
is?
because he was part of
Outside of
Maleficent's
technically-
conspiracy.
Because he was part of Maleficent's conspiracy, and I've pretty much been to all the worlds I've been to pretty much all the worlds that have shown up in the Kingdom Hearts games. Specifically, the ones that actually have the Princesses of Heart in them.
Yeah, I'm allowing her any world that is tied to a Princess of Heart or one of Maleficent's conspiracy.
Based around what has happened within the Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
Because that's why I don't know about the Prince Ali stuff, because
Yeah.
that never happened in the Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll cut over to Sahoy. You found yourself in kind of a dingier part of town somehow. This place is like a labyrinth. You don't really. It's very easy to get lost and turned around. You see a lot of people just kind of huddled in corners, just kind of like looking miserable, and kind of looking at you oddly, not because you necessarily stand out, but you're still a stranger here, and like this is the kind of place where strangers are met with hard skepticism.
Right. Well, that kind of makes me stand out. Anyway,
They'll cut off your ear if they don't like your face.
now I am less happy. I'm gonna see if I can't climb my way on top of a building.
All right.
Can Sohoi please
you know what?
become friends with Abu? That's all I want in life.
Well, unfortunately, Abu is at the palace right now.
I know, once we get to the palace, he needs to become friends with Abu, because that is all I want in life.
This,
So I heard
yeah, you
that's the
climb-
ability to summon Abu.
You climb up on on top of a building, and you kind of get a sea of the sea of buildings and everything, and you don't see much. Like you see the palace, which you saw the parade was heading towards that thing before you got lost. You also see perched up on top of a nearby strut a parrot.
Oh no.
The parrot seems to be looking at you.
Oh no.
well, I'm looking at it. What a coincidence!
Keep in mind that Solo would know what a parrot is because those are actually pretty standard in jungles.
Yes.
But he's used to. But the parrots he's used to will try to bite your head off.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, I would assume not every animal tried to kill me.
The lamp. The lamp.
Now this one goes strange person. I can't do the.
I
new-
cannot hear any of that.
Can't do that Yago voice.
Yeah.
Just go
You
for
are
Gilbert
extremely-
Godfrey,
you are
dear.
Extremely cutting out when when you try.
That's okay. That was pretty bad. Strange
I don't know if it's
person.
like a thing. Did you turn on the new what's it called? The new noise suppression? And it's messing up, or is your connection bad, or
Here, I'll turn that off. I did have it on. Strange
Okay.
person.
that's 100%. Yes. You need come on, give me your best Gilbert Godfrey. Do it.
I'm not doing Gilbert Godfrey. This is the live action. This is Gilbert Godfrey free.
Oh.
I told him just to
I'm
do
so-
Gilbert Godfrey because he couldn't do the other one. He won't do it.
Uh,
The lamp.
This is the
The lamp.
interior.
Gee, where'd you pick this bozo up?
Thank God. I have some decent flexibility, but even
all
I
right.
got
What
to
did
try to do-
what did he say to me?
Strange
Again,
person.
Let's
Strange person. He squawks.
is the head tilt. I'm like, you talk like the owl too?
know what that
It's
is?
like I met an owl that talked, and my character was absolutely unfazed. So, like, this was just mild surprise.
Yeah, so it just...
Archimedes is not going to be friends with Iago. I know that. It's going to be bad. There is only
You're
one
obviously, when
talking
we go
bird
to fight the boss
allowed.
fight in the-
Yeah, no, it's just kind of... You see it just kind of fly off towards the palace. So, what do you do?
Well, nothing else going on, so I follow.
Alright. So I think we'll just leave you kind of on a collision course with the palace on your own way.
Yeah. Yes.
Me, in realizing that, and trying to get a little bit more of the lay of the land, as well as now I have a third thing I have to look for: ship parts, food for Stitch, and now our freaking lost boy.
Hey, no Peter Pan here.
Not yet.
Well, I'm just like, oh god, they made a live-action Peter Pan. I forgot about that.
Sadly not made by Disney.
But yeah, so
This was good. I like
Love
Hook.
Hook.
I was talking about the other live-action
Yeah.
with really pretty boy.
Yeah. Also not made by Disney.
No, that one wasn't made by Disney.
Nope.
That one felt so Disney though.
Nope.
I was,
Probably the
that
storytelling.
reminded me, like, someone posted a thing showing a bunch of, like, clearly not Disney movies, saying Disney movies that people forget about. I was about to object, but then I realized, no, wait, these were all produced by Fox, so they are now considered Disney, so, well, crap, I can't correct them on that.
Well, it's the same logic that Anastasia is now a Disney princess.
Yeah, so, yes. Yes, so Jafar is leading you in, and as you go in, you hear some of the servants start talking about, in snickering tones, about jams? For some reason? Weird. But, and, you know, you kind of pick up little bits and pieces of people talking about this Prince Ali that has arrived, and it's just like they're not quite sure what to make of him at this point, but you know, after the last prince who still is around, they're not that surprised. So, and they feel there's a lot of like feeling like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So eventually,
Prince Tiger Fucker.
what?
Oh, it's a reference to a musical, Twisted, the Untold Story of Jafar.
I'm
Okay.
curious about this now. You said it's a musical?
It's basically a parody musical in the same vein as, you know, Wicked and
I
quote,
need to check
the
that out now.
live action Maleficent movie. So, except it was the story of Aladdin.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll drop a link for people later.
Yeah. So, but you are brought into you are brought to an audience chamber where you see the Sultan has been brought, who has come forth to it, and Jafar does a bow and speaks to him and says, "My Sultan, I have found a sorceress visiting our lands with the gift to produce water from nothing. And this is her entourage."
I give a little bit of a dirty glance, but I smile. Especially in the presence of the Sultan giving a polite bow of like, Your Majesty.
Jafar turns to Dame Laura. Would you please make sure your servants are quiet in the presence of the Sultan? I do not wish it to reflect poorly upon your respect here.
I'm
I
just
would
kind
like
of
to
in the
form a
moment
dark
where I'm
leaf
giving
like
like kind
Jafar.
of like an evil look at him, like, of
I'm
course.
Jane. Oh crap, Jane. Jane got in the wrong voice channel. Jane switched voice.
Jane got so angry that they just dropped out.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can move to.
Drag her. Grab it.
There you go,
Drag her.
Jane. You okay? I got you back into the right voice channel. You switched over to the general voice there.
Did
Jane.
we still lose her?
Jane!
Weird. I don't know why that happened. Sorry,
There
I'm
you
back.
are.
Yeah, you got switched over to general voice. I think you just clicked on something, and I just force moved you back.
Okay, yeah, that was weird. But yes, if you didn't hear what I said, I need to roll Dark Link with Jafar for such blatantly
Yeah,
rude state.
yeah. Go ahead. Roll plus dark. Is dark your what's your dark at compared to everything else?
Dark, I think, is actually neutral for me. Let me.
Well, was it? Yeah, is it your best or your worst?
It is my second worst. It's
Okay.
literally neutral.
Okay, so then nothing special happens. So roll plus dark.
But just
Yeah. No spaces. Remember.
Ew.
Oh wow!
Well, I think that means I get the mark experience.
I'm pretty sure you do, and like I would not spend a link because only a 6 would fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mind. This is completely fine. Like, I think it's obvious as I'm trying to keep my cool for a moment, but I just like give him a glare at this statement of, "How dare you call me her entourage and tell me to shut up?"
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, okay, I still get to give you a. I still give you a link. And here's what I'm going to do, because I feel like this is delightfully thing. Jafar had picked up a staff earlier. Once you had arrived in the palace itself. And as he addresses the Dame Laura about keeping her entourage lest it reflect poorly on her, that staff just comes to glimmer into your eyes, and you're feeling like you really like this guy. You don't know why.
Oh God damn it!
You get
Fucking
a
hell. What link did I get?
you get a light link with Jafar.
Oh no!
GM gives you a link.
Fucking
And
hell.
also, this is the miss. So the GM gives you a link, and then he makes a move as hard as he wants, or someone else gets a link. Okay.
So
I don't think my links make triggers.
no, because your move definitely does not trigger on this case.
So yeah, but okay, I'm getting a light link with Jafar of all people.
Yeah.
Freaking test.
And you know you're a little brain whammied right now. So
Yep. So that'll give me a moment to just be quiet.
I don't know. I just really appreciate the irony of the person who messes with minds getting their minds messed with.
Oh no, I never said I was great at having my own mind.
I know, but it's the irony of it.
Did they switch chats again?
Keep it. All right, I'm back. Sorry, that was weird. I don't know why it keeps disconnecting me. I'm not clicking other channels or anything.
Don't know.
Zyson, in his own little bit of rebellion, is not going to say anything, but is just going to juggle coins in the air, and like one's going to turn into 3, and then those 3 are going to turn to 5, and then 10, then 20.
He's just living to troll Laura.
Mm-hmm. And of course, he's cheating while juggling because it's just magnetism.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually have to perform any sort of acrobatics. He's just, using magnetism.
Yeah. So
And Laura just kind of looks at Jafar and is like, "He's the entertainment."
the salt is. So what brings you to our lands?
I'm a knight from a faraway land.
A knight.
A knight.
So
An Arabian Night.
Like Arabian. I'm sorry,
So-
I'm mind waving right now. So
Yeah.
I cannot.
So you are one who works under cover of darkness?
I work for the king.
Ah, I see. What brings you to our lands?
We are looking for an object of particular making.
Jafar looks at you with interest at that comment.
Laura, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
No, like he just like Jafar raises an eyebrow, but he keeps his composure, so it's like not really that noticeable unless like let's say Laura, who knows him from who knows has out of canon knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Laura's just gonna let's see, what do we want her to say?
Quick out of character. What was our objectives again? Like
you're trying to find the orb that was on Stitch's spaceship. So he said it crashed into
Okay.
either one of these two worlds. So he not quite sure which one though.
yeah, no, it's a glowing orb, right?
Yep.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a glowing ball, would you? About yay big?
Jafar kind of just like stamps his ass. Do not bother the king with your juggling trinkets. The Sultan. He said Sultan, not king.
I have a king. He has a sultan.
So what, Dame Laura, was it then?
Yes.
So yes. Please explain your presence here.
As he said, we're looking for something.
And what is that which you seek?
It's an orb. A glowing orb that should not belong to this land.
And why shouldn't it belong to this land?
Because it's from another land?
The silks we bring into our kingdoms are from other lands, but they still belong. So, pray tell, I feel I need more explanation. Jafar,
Maybe not another land. Yeah.
He doesn't give you, before you can say anything. Jafar says, "My Sultan, I feel that they may be seeking an item that was stolen from their kingdom, from their kingdom. Actually, they did say kingdom in Latin, didn't they?
Yeah, kingdom.
Yes. Most likely.
Zesson snaps his finger. Stolen, yes, that's right. By pirates.
By pirates.
Jafar ignores you. Because really, I can't think of how he respond to the implication.
The phrase pirates.
It's just easier just to ignore you.
I think pirates are pretty universal. Like,
I don't know. It's just like
Well, and
bandits, I think, might be
and
better.
More
Avatar is closer
bandits
to
here.
Bandits. Yeah, it would be bandits. After all, remember that's the heartless archetype that was here instead.
So you're saying that they are seeking a stolen relic, then?
Yes.
Perhaps we can make an arrangement, but we'll discuss this later. We have a festivities planned for the evening. You are welcome to join us, though.
Festivities?
It is our harvest festival tonight. There is much attendance. We have visiting princes from 2 different lands here to seek the hand of my daughter.
Huh.
there's a party here in Agrabah.
There's a party here in Agrabah.
Not sure if we'll
Yeah,
go.
we can break into the other songs from the other movies too.
I will just
Come on.
break into song no matter what. Whether it's
Oh, yeah,
loud
of
or not.
I'm only being quiet right now because my character is mind whammy. So I'm trying to keep purely at a meta level commentary.
Basically, you believe that Jafar is completely is your friend and is on your side. That's the mind whammy. You are under charm person.
I would actually like to.
You're in love with him.
What'd you say, Dustin? There, I couldn't quite hear you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would actually like to form a dark link with Jafar because he's been kind of an ass.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like authority figures.
Oh,
Right.
that also that was part of what I was going for. Don't get mind whammy, Dustin. It's a dark.
Yeah,
Except for his dark, isn't dark your highest?
yeah, dark's my highest.
exactly.
So it's your dark plus one.
All right.
You're just very good at hating.
I know.
This is your
Let the
badness
anger
level.
flow.
That was a 13.
Yeah. So yeah, so what I'm going to say for the sake of your move, so yeah, all right, 10 plus especially because you rolled so well, so I'm going to help you help your move matter. You both get a link in one another, and your link move triggers. So Jafar, I'm going to say, actually has a mastery link towards you.
Yeah.
He thinks you are someone
Jesus, probably.
you can be guided to become useful to him, kind of thing. But because that allows you get +1 forward on your actions against them.
Okay.
So just gotta try to remember that. And obviously you
So
totally
I can actually pull a Pirates of the Caribbean thing and just like act like his ally, then betray him.
yeah.
The double cross is common in the pirate.
Mhm.
All right, and adding link. Yep, there you go. See, this is what happened when Zyson gets away from his morality pet of Sahoy. The one heart link he has.
Mm.
As you guys are dismissed, we cut over to Sahoy. You arrive at the palace walls.
Well, bird flew over the walls, right?
Yep.
Can I get myself? Is there a way I can get to the walls, perhaps from like a nearby building, and hop over them?
You are a crazy wild jungle boy. I'm just gonna say you can climb up the wall. Like,
All right, sweet. I mean, it'd probably be better if I jump off the wall in other buildings. But yeah, okay.
No, like I'm just gonna say like you've climbed up cliff faces and all that stuff. You know your way around it, and like
Yeah, well, plaster walls are significantly more flat than cliff faces are, so
Yeah.
that's why I want jumping off of other things
okay, a combination of
to
the
be
two.
able to get off.
Yeah,
Right.
You managed.
There are not handholds on walls like this.
Yeah.
Cliff faces, there usually are.
You know what? Just because I have some interesting ideas for it, if it goes poorly for you, I'm gonna have you roll to push through stress with mastery links.
What? Okay. Okay. When someone changes the link with me, do I change the link with them?
No.
No,
Okay.
it is not.
So I still
symmetrical.
right. So I don't see Laura as a teacher. I still see her as a friendly person. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Okay.
like Zyson's link move specifically works off of people who have different links with him than he has.
Mm-hmm. Everyone just thinks they own me now that I'm thinking about it. Like,
Yeah, sadly, even my character actually thinks of you as a friend, but
Yeah. Well,
you're just mad at me right now, apparently.
I'm going to spend my link with my locked link with Janox to re-roll that one.
Oh,
probably a good idea. exclamation mark 1d6.
No, 6 is not enough.
Okay, so as you jump off the building to the wall, you slide down, realize this the plaster surface. But as you fall down, eventually you hit a spot, and the wall folds inward, like some sort of door contraption, and you end up tumbling down a staircase into a dungeon. Like, you're not in a cell, but you're in, like, this looks like a secret passage.
Okay. Things closed behind me.
Yep.
I go forward.
Yeah, you find yourself kind of look around. There are some strange contraptions here. You see people in the cells, like, not really moving or reacting to you. Like, it looks like they've been here a while and are kind of deprived of essentials in kind of a comatose state. And this looks like a happy place you could find yourself in.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look that way. I continue to look around, though.
And as you continue to look around, you see one of the figures in the cells start moving up, but there's black smoke billowing off of them, and suddenly you see a bandit in a turban with like a black face and glowing yellow eyes. And it
Like tilt
kicks,
my head. I tilt my head at it.
and it kicks open the cell door and lunges at you, and we cut over to the party.
Woo!
The party here in
Agrabah.
Agrabah.
Ow.
But yeah, so you know, it's a party going on, but just as you just arrived, because there's not much for you guys to really to do. Like you know, the Sultan may be your best bet to try to find it if it's here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Queen.
but you had not time, so that you figured you just
The Sultan. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I kind of dazed off there for a sec.
Oh.
Okay, so I think that I am convinced that Jafar has it. I have a plan.
Okay, so you have time to, if you want to conspire before the party, go ahead and do that right
Yes.
now. So
We're here at this
Okay, so
minor party.
yeah, this is before the party. You have you had some downtime before it actually happened.
yeah. All right. I need us to do something.
What?
This is never going to be repeated again. I need
Go
you to break into
on.
the palace.
Ah.
Why?
So one of my
Because I think Jafar knows where the orb is. And I think he has it.
Whoa, hold on. That guy who was kind enough to lead us to the Sultan, and you decided we want to be all, oh, let's go kick his butt because he's obviously have it. Come on. I know I'm a bit of a hothead, but we don't always have to go pick a fight with somebody just because we think, oh, they might have what we're looking for.
We obviously can't trust him.
You mean can't trust him?
Look at him. He's evil.
Hey, he just has really good facial hair, okay?
I thought knights weren't supposed to judge books by their covers.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Like, if this was a mask game, that would be a take a powerful blow moment.
Oh!
Shots
Sometimes
fired.
things need to be done.
Look, I think at least we should talk with him, okay? We don't have to make this a fight. We can obviously work with him. If he does seem to know where it is, let's give him a chance.
Look,
okay?
I've met him before. Sort of.
Like you met the woman before?
Sort of.
Yeah. Remember how you judged her. Yeah, remember how you judged her.
Oh!
Zyston just with the powerful ones.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I am so glad you brought that up because I was hoping that would come up in this situation.
I was already planning to go this way when you decided on this. Yeah, remember you thought she was all evil and she was actually just trying to help this poor little girl. What if this Jafar guy's just like her?
Occasionally,
maybe
I
you
am
think
wrong.
he's the same.
Occasionally.
I think you should judge those who you think are evil. You hear all these stories and tales about how they're such horrible people, but then when you actually meet them upright, maybe they're not as bad as you expected.
Yeah, like me.
I will admit, I may have been slightly wrong about you two. Now you're still thieves! Is that Stitch?
You know what? If
That
you're
was
gonna be part of
Archimedes.
And the only reason, at a meta level, I'm only acting like this because currently I have
Yep,
been forcibly developed a life leak with Jafar, so
yeah.
it's at a meta level.
Yep, that's fine. No,
Just while we're making this clear that the story actually makes sense for this.
Yep. No, I like this is legit. Like it's your character. You decide how they act.
Look,
Tell
you are judging. If you want to go, assault him and find out what he knows, I'm not going to say we shouldn't find out what he knows if he's not a very intelligent member of the cabinet. But to expect him of being like this evil villain just because this other version of him is maybe a villain seems a little unfair, especially after the interaction we had with Maleficent.
How about this? Why don't I just break into his place?
Okay,
He doesn't seem to care much about me, so.
thank you.
Hey, I care about you, man. I'm gonna move in gentlemen. Look, I would prefer we not have to come to blows. And especially what? What if we're even caught? What if Lars completely wrong? We get thrown in a dungeon because look, we were completely wrong about that dude.
Yeah, you think they're gonna put me in a dungeon?
Okay, I have to cut away to Sahoy at this point because it is too perfect of a segue.
Yeah.
It's also sound like it's take a while now.
Literally, it comes up to the point where I say, "What if I get thrown in the dungeon?" Immediately cuts away to Sohoy.
Thrown in the dungeon.
Who is in a
There's
dungeon?
Yeah, like
Heartless thing.
yeah, no. You see the other ones start turning into the other people start turning into Heartless, and they're like you get kicked into one of the cells for a moment. Because like off screen bad you get kicked a bit, but it's not like anything that actually does harm. It's just for the comedic
It's still
effect.
knockdown.
I just get knocked back.
It's
Right.
cinematic.
So yeah,
Damn it.
you see about I'd say about 5 of these bandit Heartless wielding scimitars. They are not your friends.
They are not my friends. I am going to try to cast magic, actually.
Okay.
Let's see what I roll. There's a very small chance it works. Only a very small chance. It didn't really work. Okay.
Well, you get to pick one from the list.
I do get to pick one. The problem is that I was hoping for 2 or 3. Anyway, it was going to be a attack spell, so I'm going to do causes 1 harm. Basically, I point at one of them. Actually, no, I'm going to do semi-permanent condition.
Okay.
I'm going to do the keyblade goes out, and it sort of has 3 lights circling around it.
Okay.
And it hits one of them and paralyzes it.
Okay. So yeah, the lead one just kind of locks up and falls down. As for the unintended consequences,
yes.
As it falls down, it falls down into a large, like a rack of like what looks like to be just some tools, but in a meta sense, they're totally torture implements. And you hear footsteps of something coming.
Oh no.
Yeah, so actually what I'm going to say is basically this group of Heartless is a single entity for the purposes of this fight, so they're paralyzed for right now, so.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to say you stun, you set your Keyblade to stun, and the Heartless are all stunned, but you hear something coming.
Yes.
What do you do?
Is there a place in like a is there like a dark place to hide maybe?
Yeah, no, you're in a dark dungeon with cells and everything, like you can hide.
Yes. Okay, I will go ahead and do that then.
All right.
Hoop.
All right. So for right now, I'm gonna say you're hiding fine, so that they don't immediately notice you. But you see a pair of guards come down here, and like kind of looking at the paralyzed Heartless is like you hear one of them saying, "More prisoners are turning into these creatures. Go tell Jafar; he'll want to know about this." And now we're gonna cut over to the party. You can.
Mike,
Since you're hiding, we'll assume you're gonna stay hiding for the time being.
Okay, back to the party.
Yes. I mean, actually, if they're really going to go back out there, it might be a good idea to sneak behind them, but I probably need to kill these Heartless first. So I need to wait for them to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, the Heartless don't seem to be responding, or seem to be going to be paralyzed for the time being, so this last guard is just kind of staring at it, so. If you want to try to sneak off, you're entitled to, otherwise, if you're waiting to kill the Heartless, you're going to have to wait for him to leave. Because he sent out one of his buddy off to go to,
Well, I guess I will sneak out then.
Okay.
And follow the other person.
Alright, I'm gonna have you, again, do a mastery push through stress. So, roll. Okay, there you go.
Yes, I succeed at what I was attempting.
Yep, it would have been mastery links. Sorry, but
that's why I have a +1 instead of a 0.
You have 2 mastery links.
Does the one that it still counts the one that I spent?
Which one did you spend?
The locked one.
Yeah, even if locked, it's still one of your mastery links.
Okay, so yeah, all right then. That was
Either
a 9
way,
then.
Yeah, either way, it's still
not actually high enough to unlock the link, to revive the link. Awesome.
Yeah,
close.
Yeah, so yeah, you successfully, unless you want to choose one of the other options, but I'm going to assume you just want to successfully sneak along.
Yes, I just sneak along. Yes.
Okay.
I succeed, it turns out.
So, party. Just as you arrive there, Jafar beckons for you to aside for a moment.
Oh, before we officially go to the party, I do want to make one last statement, and I'll be like, fine, if you really want to investigate him, but I'm not going to be part of it. I'm going to go to the party, maybe try and reason him with him like a civilized person. You two want to sneak off and be all ninja mode or whatever, and get thrown in the dungeon for it. That's up to you guys.
Fine.
Meanwhile, Sohoy ninja mode sneaking off to be out of the dungeon.
There's a lot of
there's like a little background thing where it's saying, meanwhile, in Agrabah.
I actually, part of me wants to say, like, the shot is done in such a way that, like, Xanax.
Like he's saying it, and there's like a split screen. Almost.
No, he's leaning up against like a balcony, and you see in the thing before the guard moving, and then Sahoy sneaking behind the guard.
Totally. Oh, that could be the way it's framed. I would. That seems good.
That's
I like
great. Yes.
So who is actually going to be at the party, and who's going to be infiltrating Jafar's lair?
Me and Zeiston will be infiltrating.
Okay, so before you do that, I am going to point out as the GM, you are specifically the one that was invited to the party.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think
Might
it
need
was
to be
the
Zeiston
good, wise
alone
idea
then.
of
It's gonna be Zeiston alone then. Unless
and I
we
will
do
tell
it
Zeiston
after
before he
the
goes
party,
off. I'm like, look,
when everyone
I'll have
is
your back,
sleeping.
man. But
That's a possibility.
Yes, that's
Don't
a
worry.
good plan.
I'm going to resolve this peacefully. Not
All right.
going to make the same mistake I did back.
So
in-
the plan. So yeah, I will point out though I will give you point out that your two options here are have Zeiston do alone while you're at the party and you know Jafar is probably going to be busy, or do it afterwards where he might be sleeping, but you get to go keep an eye on Zeiston as well.
Second option.
Okay.
Fortunately, due to
I
being
just
mind
want
wiped,
an
I have to
I
say
just
I'm
want
going to the
lone
party.
scenes between the two of them to see what happens. I have shipper ulterior motives here.
All right.
All shipping.
Okay, I'm gonna lose audio on. You'll still be able to hear me, but I have to take my headset off to check something here a second. So, one
Okay.
moment, please.
Check, baby.
I'm not plugged
Now I
in.
get it. I'm just.
What?
Unfortunately,
My
my
computer's
character,
not
from being mind whammied right now, has to be very against going against on trying to directly confront this guy. So
Yeah.
my character is going to be going to the party outright, and then he's not even going to be part of like sneaking off.
Yeah. I
He's
think
just gonna
a
enjoy
big
the
reason
palace.
as to why I'm choosing to do that is because if by chance, like I don't know how good Zeiston is at this point. So I'm just like feeling like there needs to be someone there almost to babysit him.
All right, I'm back. So then is the plan for
Zeiston, but
the plan is just to make sure everyone's on the same page. So it seems like the plan is for everyone to go to the party.
Yeah.
I'm also imagining at a roleplay level that because of the mind whammy right now, I'm kind of substituting Jafar on what normally I would be concerned about where our missing party.
Well, yeah, because you're kind of like almost under like a mind control-ish thing right now. So
What I'm going for. I'm like, my character currently is trying to show a little bit of his control and restraint that he feels he's been lacking a little bit.
Mhm.
That's why he's trying to be friendly with Jafar, even though at a meta level we
And
don't.
I think, there's a part of me that's kind of concerned about you even being around Jafar alone at this point. Like, not because I think you've been mind whammied, but because at this point I trust you even less.
Oh yeah. No, this is good. This is very perfect for the story that my character was mind whammied for about a bit, and now
Yes.
it gets to kind of be a little bit hostile towards the group.
Yeah.
It
Alright.
can be completely wrong at this situation.
Like, I don't think
Well,
I'm
that's
going to
all
start
right. There's
questioning
literally
anything
the
unless you
person
start
you're-
being hostile towards Zeiston. Then I will start questioning things.
Well,
Oh.
the person that's going to be most surprised by it is me, is Sohoy, who has no idea what's going on and has never met this man. And literally knows nothing and literally has no context on any of this and is probably going to meet you next.
Exactly.
All right,
That's the
so
fun of it.
before we get to the party, I have to ask declaration of intent. Zeiston, how drunk are you trying to get?
I don't think I'm gonna get that drunk just
Okay.
because I got a mission.
All right, just making sure. I just wanted to check on that because you never know what happens there. But yeah, so
I might have like a cup of wine or whatever.
yeah, no, like I just wanted to make sure you weren't just deciding to party or something like that. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, anyways, the scene I've been trying to set up here. Jafar pulls you and your entourage over, beckons over when you first arrive at the party.
Yes.
So, I have heard that you are seeking an orb.
Yes.
Have you had any luck thus far?
Not yet. But I haven't really talked to anyone considering we're thinking it was stolen.
I understand.
We've done what searching we could, but
Yes. No, I have had treasures important to both me and this kingdom within my grasp, only for it to be stolen when I thought it was firmly within my grasp.
Zyson's gonna raise an eyebrow. What sort of treasures have you
I know
lost?
it sucks, right?
Yes, but
I'm gonna be like, at this point, I'm gonna like try to take a seat next to him, and maybe we can snack in a little bit on the spread.
he kind of he realizes, like, he was about to look at you askance, but then he realizes, oh wow, I guess I just whammied him harder than I thought.
He's in love with you now.
Janox / Jafar OTP.
God
right.
damn it!
It was a love. It was
Things
a total.
get things. This is not the
Fanfic
aim
writers,
he was
get on
going
this.
for, but he finds that it's not unpleasant.
Tale as old as time.
That's
Time.
kind of what I'm doing. I'm playing it very lightly, where my character is just kind of being friendly.
I
with
know, I
guys,
know.
Trying to be
We're
sympathetic
making
and
jokes.
We're making jokes.
I know.
It's true, we are.
But anyways, back in character.
Yes.
But I imagine we can we can help each other find our goals. Myself, I am looking for a lamp that was unfortunately stolen from me by a street rat in the city below.
A lamp. Well, I'm sure the marketplace has lots of those.
This one
Why
was
is this one particular?
It is a treasured heirloom for this land, lost long ago. But I was working to surprise the Sultan with this. He has no idea of what I am searching for, because it would, to know that that was so close to our grasp and only to be lost would be devastating to him.
Heartbreaking.
I mean, the guy's already having to try to deal with trying to get his daughter hooked.
Yes.
You don't need to worry him anymore with this news.
Yes.
I get.
Yes, and there has been strange creatures emerging within the land as well.
What kind of strange creatures?
Creatures black as night, save for glowing yellow eyes.
And immediately I'm just like, oh no.
And because this is, I think, is going to be the ending scene here. At the simultaneous time, the following events all occur simultaneously. That Prince Ali breaks out some physics-defying dance moves off to the side.
Man.
A guard bursts in with Sohei tailing behind him, saying, "Sir, Sir Vizier Jafar."
They probably don't, if I'm sneaking, they probably don't see me.
Yeah,
but-
they don't see me, but I'm just saying. I'm just setting up the pieces here for this final moment here. Sir, in the dungeon, and lastly,
Troll in the dungeon.
just thought you might know, or whatever he said. I can't remember the line. It's been a
Just
while.
thought you'd want to know. Faint.
Yeah. The fountain in the middle suddenly stops, and then erupts in a bunch of water ball heartless. I think,
Oh, I love those. You mean the same one? Are we talking just the traditional? I don't know if there was water.
they were in.
Nocturnes or whatever.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
We're
there was
talking
water
those, like, ones that
nocturnes.
were in one.
they're not nocturnes. These are the ones that showed up in 3. In like
Oh, I know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
okay,
The
just
big
the
balls.
four.
yeah
Okay.
yeah the ones that showed up in like in what did they call the Hercules world in 3?
I don't remember.
Olympus.
Olympus?
Yeah, let's
I
just
think
call
it was just Olympus.
Proper now,
Yeah.
not just it since it's no longer just the Coliseum.
Yeah, whatever it is, that's where those enemies showed up in. But they showed up there. Yeah, they look like they're just like tenderly they're water elemental heartless. They're not water wizard heartless, but yeah.
Aw, but the water
Okay.
was nocturnes were kind of adorable.
They're adorable. I love nocturnes.
Yep, that's not.
That just means you don't have to kill them.
Oh. Well, it doesn't change the fact, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 had probably one of the cutest heartless of all. Those freaking pot.
Yes.
The what ones?
The pot cats.
Oh yeah, the Potcats. Yeah, so I think this is like a good kind of like cliffhanger ending point for this session.
Very much.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has happened this session.
Yes, a lot has happened. A lot of good role play. So, but yeah. Okay, but before we go, any last minute links we want to try to establish based on what's going on?
Can I roll a dark link with Jafar?
Yes, you can.
Because at this point, you think he's shady as heck still.
Yeah, no, like I'm surprised it took this long.
I just haven't. I forgot about links, honestly.
That's your link.
6,
You
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep, you totally get it, and your link move goes off. So you get to lock in a link on anyone.
I'm gonna lock my link with.
Oops.
What happened?
You switched it to tablet mode for a minute.
I'm gonna lock my link with Sohoy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And our son.
My son!
My
Yes.
son.
How old is your character?
18?
Okay, so
My
barely older than my character. Got it.
Like 18, 19-ish.
The concept of
She
the
had a
metaphorical
brother.
son.
She's very protective of him. He disappeared. She has some issues.
Yeah, and to be fair, the Mystic playbook does a lot of things with unlocking links, so that's why their link move is just to lock them.
Yes. I'm aware. I'm aware that like I know what's going on.
Yeah.
My
idea is I'm trying to kind of lock all my links as time goes on.
Yeah. So
Right. Understood.
And I know my character personally is also. I'm probably going to be picking up some stuff from other playbooks because I haven't really gotten a major chance to use my playbook super well.
Yep. So yeah, are there any links that people want to do towards like Jafar, the Sultan, Stitch? I think those are the major characters.
I already got my link on Stitch. He's good.
Yeah, we haven't really interacted with the Sultan that much. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
I mean, I'm obviously annoyed by Aladdin, but I haven't seen him enough yet.
The other last thing is, Zyson, do you feel like you've had anything that would make you make to create a link with Janox at this point?
Well, as I kind of stated before maybe it got cut up because of the way the mic issue was working. Before we left off, I did say like before we headed off to the party, I was like, "Hey, man, if you need me, I still got your back." I'm trying to be a little bit
because
more
I'm still
controlling
kind of in a
what
dark link with
happened
you,
in-
I've been kind of ignoring it.
Yeah.
So, all right,
I was trying to apologize and like say I'm sorry about what happened back at the.
She's just judgmental.
How it lasted.
So I don't trust her.
Well, no, this is
I'm
between
pretty good still.
Zyson and Janok.
I know.
So
That's more what never mind.
okay, sorry. All right, yeah, I think that's something I'm gonna try to do at the end of the session. I'm just gonna kind of go. All right, session review. Is there any kind of links that we feel like we missed that we want to have just to try to encourage that some more until we get more into it?
I don't think we did end of moves last time.
There is no end of session move in this
okay.
game. This is
That's
more
masks.
Yeah, this is more for me trying to keep the links thing because I know a lot of times we just get involved in the role play and we just stop thinking about the links stuff. So
No, I was on top of that this time. The moment Jafar decided to be a douchebag, I tried to call over the link with him.
and it was
I
beautiful.
I didn't really meet anybody. I was kind of wondering if I was going to hop it, I would meet the Prince of Lee, but
You
instead I
could
stumbled into
establish a
dungeon.
link with Iago.
I did say that on the list.
No, because it was literally like one word. I don't even know if he's a thinking thing. It's not even like we had like an interaction that was without words but was meaningful.
It's obviously It's obviously a heart link.
He is obviously a bird, so Hartley, yeah.
Yeah, so you just need to make a blank link.
Or maybe you see him kind of like, or see him like the owl, and you go, "Oh, he's also bird. He is obviously also smart."
All right, but yes, I think we
But
are.
but I wanted to hate the owls, so I think I'll genuinely hate this one. Yeah.
He's just generally got like a bird issue.
All right.
Cannon, so I hate birds.
So yes, well, anyways, for everyone watching us, as always, you can join our Discord with the link below in the description to chat with us, discuss the channel, or channel adjacent topics, or what else you want to, like how you hate birds. Ships, those are also approved topics. Anything. Anyways, you can also follow
Send
us.
us your fan fictions.
If you are like, I would not know
all
what
the
to
Laura Zeiston fanfiction, and definitely the Jan X Jafar fanfiction. I may just write it now.
Oh boy. Anyways, you can also follow us on Twitter at Tales of Crossing, get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show Carl. Link below to their DeviantArt and Coffee accounts. Finally, like and subscribe to get both future content and help us reach a wider audience. So to those watching us in the past, present, and future, don't look at the staff. Don't look longingly at Jafar's staff. It just leads to bad things.
If
Yeah,
good
someone
night.
has a snake
It's
staff,
awful.
they're evil.
Good night.